the big muscular Princess Amaka, no man wanted to marry. Once upon a time, in the vibrant kingdom of Nuru, there lived a princess named Amaka. Unlike any princess in stories, Amaka was tall, strong, and muscular. From a young age, she had trained in the royal gymnasium, mastering martial arts, archery, and even the art of wielding a sword. Princess Amaka had a heart of gold and a spirit as fierce as a lioness, but there was one little problem: no man in the kingdom wanted to marry her. The townspeople adored Amaka, but many believed that her strength intimidated the men of Nuru. They whispered behind her back about how she could easily defeat them in a duel. And though she was kind and caring, many could not see past her brawn to find the beauty of her heart. One sunny day, a grand festival was announced to celebrate the annual harvest. The king, Amaka's father, decided it would also be a chance for his daughter to find a suitor. The townspeople busily prepared decorations, food stalls, and activities, excited by the prospect of merriment. However, as the day approached, Amaka felt a knot of worry in her stomach. Would any man step forward to win her heart? On the day of the festival, laughter filled the air as characters in colorful attire danced and played games. But as Amaka walked through the crowd, she noticed the men kept their distance from her. A part of her longed for companionship, while another part relished in the freedom of being herself. Later in the evening, the king announced a grand competition, a test of strength, wits, and courage. The winner would not only claim glory but would also earn the right to ask for Amaka's hand in marriage. Amaka's heart raced with excitement and fear. Knowing her strength, she decided that she would compete alongside the suitors. The first challenge was a tug of war. Amaka and the strongest man in the kingdom, a burly fellow named Akena, competed against each other. The townspeople cheered as the two pulled and tugged, but it was no surprise when Amaka easily emerged victorious. Next came the obstacle course, where she had to navigate through tires, ropes, and hurdles. Each suitor fell behind as Amaka soared over hurdles with grace and power. The crowd erupted in applause, but the men looked increasingly dejected. Finally, the last challenge involved a riddle posed by the wise old sage of the kingdom. It was a test of wit. While many suitors scratched their heads, Amaka listened carefully and answered correctly, winning the final round. While Amaka stood triumphantly, the men huddled together, discussing. A murmur went through the crowd, and Akena approached her. "Princess Amaka," he said slowly, "you have proven your strength. But we fear your fierceness challenges our pride. We have not come to seek your hand because we believe we cannot stand beside you as equals." Amaka pondered these words. "Strength comes in many forms," she responded. "The strength of a warrior is only one shade. Courage to be vulnerable, kindness, and the ability to uplift others are even mightier. If you value yourself solely for brawn, you may miss the beauty in a partnership." Suddenly, a voice broke through the crowd, an unexpected one belonged to a gentle musician named Obi. With a heart full of love and admiration for Amaka, he stepped forward. "Princess," he said with a soft smile, "I don't care if you can defeat 100 men in battle. I see your heart, your kindness, the strength in your laughter. It would be a privilege to stand by your side, to share our strengths together." The crowd fell silent. All eyes turned to Amaka, whose heart fluttered with hope. "Obi," she began, "would you truly accept me for who I am, as a partner in strength and joy?" "I would, princess, for I believe true strength lies not in muscle, but in the fullness of who we are together," Obi replied sincerely. With tears of joy shimmering in her eyes, Amaka smiled like the rising sun. She stepped forward and embraced Obi, feeling the warmth of his acceptance wrap around her. The festival erupted in cheers as the townsfolk celebrated not only Amaka and Obi's blossoming love but also the acceptance of true strength in many forms. From that day forth, Amaka was no longer seen as just a muscular princess. She became Amaka the brave and mysterious, a symbol of strength that inspired all to embrace their individuality. And so, Princess Amaka and Obi lived happily, building a partnership that celebrated both their strengths, proving that true love could conquer all fears. From that day on, the kingdom of Nuru flourished, rich with tales of bravery, love, and the strength found in diversity. The end.